Welcome back to Sunday Night in America. I try to be helpful when I can, so I'm going to do something which may surprise you. I'm going to help the New York Times and Politico and CNN and the Washington Post. Those media outlets are struggling right now to understand why no one cares about the leaked audio tapes wherein Kevin McCarthy was talking about January 6th and the aftermath. The New York Times got the leak, MSNBC played the audio, and right on cue, other liberal media outlets began expressing their outrage. And they could barely control their euphoria. They wrote obituaries for Kevin McCarthy, but no one came to the funeral. No one outside their own media echo chamber cared, and they cannot figure out why. So let me help. Number one, Kevin McCarthy is likable. He's not perfect, nor have I ever heard him claim to be. He's the leader of a fractious political group, and politics does require you to be nimble from time to time. And like the rest of us, he phrases things differently in private than he does in public. He, by the way, is not alone in doing that. But he's in a line of work where even your alleged friends surreptitiously record you and then leak it. But there's more. Many of us have watched in amazement as you and the D.C. media prop up Democrats and cut down Republicans. We cannot recall a single negative story about Democrat leaders or committee chairs, and we cannot recall a single positive story about Republican leaders. You and the D.C. media didn't like John Boehner or Paul Ryan. And I don't want to spoil the ending, but you're not going to like the next Republican speaker either, or the one after that. You do, however, like Nancy Pelosi. She's a genius to you. Even though she lost control of the House once and she's about to do it again, she's a genius when she sends over articles of impeachment without a single Republican vote. She's a genius when she holds those articles of impeachment for weeks while also claiming the president is an immediate threat to the country. She's a genius when the House cannot pass the Biden agenda. When the squad drags her party to the left, she's a genius. When the Freedom Caucus took Boehner or Ryan to the right, well, John and Paul were just weak. We watched you cover for Adam Schiff for years. You hated Devin Nunes, but you loved Adam Schiff. Schiff promised evidence he never produced, but you did not care. He made up facts. He didn't tell the truth about meeting with a whistleblower. His FISA memo was false, but you did not care. He kept information from the public. He blamed Russian disinformation. He mistreated witnesses, but you did not care. You love Justice Jackson, but not Justice Barrett. You want the local police to be reformed, but not the FBI. To you, Kamala Harris is historic, but not Mia Love, or Will Hurd, or Tim Scott. To you, Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are threats to democracy. But when Republicans break ranks, well, they're mavericks. Speaking of mavericks, the only Republicans you like are those Republicans who are dead, who lose, or who vote with the Democrats. You claim to like John McCain, but not when he ran for president. You claim to like Mitt Romney, but not when he ran for president. You never met a Republican investigation that should have started or a Democrat investigation that should have ended. You accuse Republicans of running political investigations. Meanwhile, Democrats hire creative writers and schedule their primetime hearings.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.